Hello, everybody. Billy back here with Broship of the Nerds, here to review episode 7 of PLL Original Sin. This one is called Carnival of Souls. I watched it back a couple of times to be able to get some notes here. Um, so, Elodie, which is Mouse's mom, gets a letter that invites her to the House of Mirrors. You see a flashback with her and Angela in 1999, and they said, "Hey, no one's here," so they kiss, and then Davy shows up, and Elodie says, "Look, Angela tried to assault me." So here you have two women who are having a relationship, and one of them doesn't want to be caught as being into the same sex, so she blames it all on Angela. So once again, another strike against the five friends that were friends with Angela. Their parents are not very good people, except for one of them, which we'll get into that. Um, Imogen suggests Tabby sees Deputy Maroon. She says there's a female deputy that works at the police station, so she should go see her about the assault and get that rolling. Meanwhile, Farron's mom survived the crash. She had that crash after Farron had updated her bio to say that she had a surgery that her mom forced on her, and she has a hurt leg. She's going to be in cast for 6 weeks, but she's going to be okay, for now at least. But then her mom turns around on her and blames Farron for her crash, and she said, "I stand by what I did," referring to that surgery for the mild to moderate scoliosis. So here, she has no empathy for her daughter. She's blaming her daughter, and she is still not being the best mom here. So I don't know, but I really do not like her mom at all. And so that's pretty bad. Noah reveals that the sheriff got a blowy from a boy doing community service, so we know now that the sheriff has some demons, as they said, but that's just horrible. He's just a piece of shit as well. Um, Farron's offered to dance to Giselle next semester, so she's real excited, you know? She's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Yeah, go Farron, you got this, girl. Go kick some ass." But then we have the girls decide they're going to go attend the carnival. You know, screw AA is going to be around. They need to live their lives. Right on. Chip and Imogen are partnered to take care of a baby that cries for their health class. And, so they decide to take turns with this. Tabby is creating a short film for her final in her film class, and it's going to be it has to be a personal story that only the creator could tell. So that's going to get really interesting. Maybe this will bring about guilt to the person that did this. Maybe we'll find out which a-hole did this to somebody. Sorry, I'm cussing a lot. I really hate it when people treat people like crap. Um, Ash asks Mouse to the carnival, but she reveals that when she was a kid, 5 years old, a man tried to take her. So her moms have not allowed her to go back to the carnival since. Um, Noah gets set up with the trainer by Coach D, and he gives her an inhaler. Farron feels back pain during some dance moves with Henry. Wes suggests a double feature that depicts two graphic rape scenes, and given what happened to Tabby, I don't blame her for not wanting these films to be played. So we see a vision of like her stabbing Wes in the hand, but then it shows what actually happens, and she just kind of zones out for a minute because she's so angry with this whole thing. Steve won't quit bothering Mouse. She throws her phone, says leave her the F alone. I don't blame her. She finds out where he works and goes from there. And Imogen's also considering putting up her daughter or son, her kid, up for adoption. Um, so we have Tabby's mom asking her if she's considered that. And Tabby's mom is, of the moms, the only one that didn't seem to be really cruel. She actually seemed like, yeah, she's in on this secret, but of the five, if only one makes it, I hope it's her because I think she could learn a lesson from all this and maybe finally she'll be the one to come clean to her daughter first about everything. Like of all the moms that are left, there's four left. We lost Davy, Imogen's mom, but I could see out of guilt Tabby's mom coming clean with Imogen and Tabby and the rest of the girls. Maybe in the last three episodes here, we'll see what happens. So Imogen has her baby, and she's named it Clarice, and she asked a teacher to watch it while she goes to the bathroom. Well, she comes back and the baby's gone, and the teacher's like, I didn't touch it, or the secretary. So Chip and her wait for it to get quiet in the halls, find the baby in a closet, and Clarice has a note to her that says, You're a bad mother, and the A in bad is red. So A, as we assume, A has a lot of free time, did this. Henry told the teacher about Deary, about Farron's pain. So she says, Let's let you see with the doctor that I know. Tabby revisits the woods, and she is traumatized because out there when she's in the woods trying to picture where everything may have happened, where the party was, where she was assaulted, she sees A with a knife. But it actually is just a vision. It's not. It didn't actually happen. But Tabby definitely has some scarring and some. Hope she gets the proper help she needs because that's horrible. No one should have to go through that. And she goes to Deputy Maroon. She's waiting outside her office. The Sheriff Beasley comes in and he says, "Come into my office," and asks about Tyler, saying that the last time he was seen, he was assaulted by her at the party. She said, "We didn't see him after that, so he's missing." And then Imogen goes to the adoption agency. Chip goes with her, and Chip says he agrees with whatever she decided was best for the baby. Now, is he just a good guy? Or other motives? Like, what's going on here? He's taken this sudden interest in Imogen, but we find out a little bit more later. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. Um, Chip takes Imogen out to eat, so they have a talk about film sequels he wanted to see. That was kind of cute for them. Um, Farron finds out she cannot dance for 6 months. She's gonna have to do therapy 3 times a week. Uh, Her mom is absolutely horrible. It's like she has no remorse, She just doesn't care about the decision she made for her daughter that was wrong. Noah gets an inhaler, but from the trainer, to use 2 puffs before practice, and she doesn't like this idea, but she's going to try it. Mouse shows up at Steve's work, and he says she's crossed a line. She said, "Well, you came to my um, school," so she's trying to get Steve to leave her alone because she did this one-time favor because of the loss of his Rachel, of his daughter, but he will not leave her alone. So she asks about tracking devices and everything, and they talk, and he reveals that he knows her mom, that they meet at the support group, although she thinks it's actually for a book club. Mouse was told that by her mom, so Elodie's keeping a lot of secrets herself. And then, as she's cutting up some pictures of the people she's helped, the text from A says the man who tried to take you wasn't a stranger. And speaking of Mouse and Ash go to the carnival, and he gives her crap about her favorite ride being the carousel, and she goes, "I'm gonna have fun at the carnival with my boyfriend." And he goes, "Boyfriend?" And she goes, "Oh, I kind of want to die right now." And he says, "No, I would love to be your boyfriend." So we now have Mouse and Ash as an official couple. I'm shipping this one. This is my favorite couple in the show so far. They actually seem to be cute and good for each other, so I'm very happy for the two. Both the actress and the actor are amazing at these roles. I love to see more of Ash and Mouse in the final 3 episodes here, and hopefully we get a season 2 and we get to see him more because it's just adorable, right? Can we all just agree that? And I normally don't. I try not to get into the ships, but this one I definitely do. So that happens, and then Chip and Imogen are talking, and they finally kiss. And he says he had a crush on his best friend for 3 years, even though he knew nothing would happen with Tabby. So Tabby's the only one not in a relationship right now, and honestly, she might be a character that just doesn't get into one for a while due to the trauma. And I think it's a good message that when something bad happens to you, you actually need to be able to resolve it within yourself. You can't just go by what other people tell you, like other people are going to tell you things like move on or whatever. No, you have to do it in your own time. And so Tabby has to go through this process of healing. And I think it's going to take her a while. And kudos to her for doing what's best for her. You go, Tabby. I just really do hope they bring that piece of crap down. We see Farron and Henry on the Ferris wheel, and he apologizes and says he screwed up. She says, "No, I'm mad at the situation, not you. You saw me hurting and you at least did something about it. So they have something good going. Noah and Sean kiss. They're cut in line by the Rosewood guys. There's a fight almost ensues, and she has to threaten to call the cops to get them to leave. And she goes, "Since when are you that guy?" So we're seeing this side of Sean that we haven't seen before, even though he's only been briefly in the show. But he's very, very sus, in my opinion, as the kids would say. Um, Elodie gets a text that says, "If you're not honest with the mouse, all your worst fears will come true." So we feel like this is another A text, but we'll find more about that later. A is at the carnival, and I tell you what, guys, compared to the original, A is a lot creepier. Long hair, really creepy mask with a black A. Like this person is tall. They have to be strong based on the way they held Tyler in the bathroom by his neck and lifted him up. So I'm thinking it's a guy, or just a really strong woman too. But it's just the size and everything. I don't know. It's tough to say. Um, so we go to the House of Mirrors. Mouse and Ash are in there, and they say they're not. Mouse says, "I'm not good at mirrors," and Ash says, "Me neither." And they're laughing as they're running into mirrors. All of a sudden, things go south quick. Mouse sees A. Ash does not. The lights turn red, and it's freaking creepy. And when they're being chased by A, the music just sets the tone perfectly. This was a really great scene. They probably had a blast filming it. It was really well done. I really thought it was great. Um, After that, they get through the emergency door just in time before A can get them, and they bump right into Elodie, Mouse's mom. And Elodie says, "I have to be honest with you. The man that tried to take you wasn't a stranger, he was your father." And she explains that a couple was looking for a surrogate, and they did it without an agency. Um, Mouse apologized for her A-like text from a burner phone she had. So that text about your worst fears will come true, that was actually from Mouse, not from A. And so she has a burner phone, good with technology, that sort of stuff. So she says, "Are there any other secrets you want to tell me?" Elodie says no, but we know what she did to Angela. Sucked. And she's still horrible. But at least she came honest about that, but I still don't like her much. Um, Tabby might be able to catch the guy that assaulted both her and Imogen if it's the same guy. There's a blood drive coming up, so I'm thinking it has something to do with that. She was going to tell Nurse Simmons, but didn't, and so instead she's come up with this idea. Mouse's moms are split up for now. Hopefully that resolves. We don't know. And then as we find out that Tabby and Imogen are about to tell about the assault, and then A sends a message. It's Tyler's body, and so A killed him. So things definitely got crazy in this episode. A lot of stuff. I was yelling at the TV whenever Mouse and Ash were running. I'm like, "Go, go, go, go. Hurry up, hurry up." Like it was just really stressful, and like you get so invested in these characters because they did a really good job with making these five characters really interesting, making you care about them and what happens to them. Um, so I'm looking forward to it. Thursday, the final three episodes dropped. I will not be able to watch the episodes Thursday due to work, but I will be watching and reviewing these episodes this coming weekend. So look for something from me between Saturday and Sunday, probably. I will finish the three episodes, finish the season, and I also heard there was a big error where it said series finale in red instead of season finale, so fans were freaking out, and HBO said, "Don't worry, no official decision has been reached, but based on where this is going, I would be highly disappointed because, okay, the original show had 7 seasons, as you know. The other two shows only got one full season. They didn't feel complete. And I enjoyed where they were going with The Perfectionist. I'll be honest, didn't watch much of Ravenswood, not because I wasn't interested. It just, I don't know. I was watching other stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment. Let me know who your favorite characters are and what would you like to see. Would you like to see a season two? Because I would be highly disappointed if there wasn't one because this is just such good TV. I love it. It's such a great show. So good characters, good story, good pacing. This was action packed. I actually filled a front and back of a notebook paper, and I had to write really small for me because I write kind of big. But this was a fun episode. A lot was revealed. We find out Tyler, we the viewer knew he died, but now the girls have found out that A killed Tyler. Yes, Tyler was a piece of crap, but death was maybe too early for him. Maybe he could have learned his lesson. But we definitely don't think Tyler assaulted the girls because he was there at the parties. But based on, even though his behavior indicates he could be someone that did it, we're pretty sure it wasn't him. Um, it was somebody else. And I have my own suspicions, but I would kind of like letting those thoughts sit in my head until we get more information before I make a guess. But I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments, who do you think is? Who do you think assaulted those poor girls? And how is this? We know the parents are connected to Angela Waters because of the way that they treated her, but do you agree with me? Do you think that Tabby's mom is the most redeemable of the moms in the show so far? Leave some comments, get the discussion going. Thank you for coming by, and we will see you for some more reviews this weekend. Enjoy the Pretty Little Liars Original Sin Thursdays, new episodes on HBO Max.